Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning into the Dark Arts Coffee YouTube channel. I'm one of your hosts, Brad.
I'm one of your hosts, Brad.
I'm one of your hosts, Brad.
I'm one of your hosts, Brad Morrison. I'm one of your hosts, Brad Morrison.
I'm Jamie. And I'm Jamie. Jamie. I'm Jamie.
And today we've got a guest who's come all the way over from Dalston. Our good friend Delph.
Yeah, yes, I'm Delphin Musquet. Tattoo artist from France, living in London now for like 9 years. I don't even know actually. I need to check my when I arrive. I don't know if it's 8 or 9 years. Which I'm pretty, yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah. So we'll chat with Delph, see what he's been up to, see talk about a little bit of tattooing, maybe a little bit of skateboarding, a little bit of coffee, and yeah, roll intro. So Delph, you're a tattoo artist. You're a tattoo out of what studio?
Semble Tattoo.
Turn down for what?
Like, I've been working there for like 2 years now, I think.
2 years.
Is that the first shop you've worked in?
Yeah, I worked I was working from home, tattooing from home, and then, yeah, like I worked straight away to Semble.
Nice one.
Do you think there's like a big difference for you, like in your experience of working between like a private studio and working at
Yeah,
Semble?
I mean, at the end, there's definitely good points of like working next to people, you know, like good artists, because, I mean, the point of working in the studio is just less boring, you know, by yourself. You've got like a bit of an ambience and you can learn from each other, which is kind of the main point, isn't it? Like,
It seems like a really good collection of artists, or at least in the London one. I'm not too sure what it's like in
the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, Semble is quite notorious, isn't it? Like, it's quite famous and everyone working there are quite like established artists.
How did that come about? Did they approach you? Did you approach them? Is that is it hard to get into like one that has a good name like that?
When I was working from home, I got approached from a few studios to come guest. So the first one was in Spain, then it was Berlin, and then Semble Zurich.
Cool.
And when I was in Berlin for a guest spot, I was meant to go the week after in Switzerland to guest in Semble. And Maxime like messaged me and he was like, hey, do you want to come guest at the shop London or Zurich? And I was like, I'm going to your shop next week. Like, so maybe the word didn't pass, you know, but so it was quite nice to actually him to be like message me directly, you know,
Yeah,
it's
of
quite
course.
a big figure.
Because you hadn't been tattooing for very long
At
at
the
that
time,
point.
like, yeah, it was about like a year or something. Yeah, no,
How long have you been tattooing now?
4 years.
4 years.
It's been more than 4 years, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Delph's been working alongside of us for, wow, it was going back almost from the start.
Yeah.
You were actually the first
I was
employee.
the first employee, yeah.
Yeah, you worked there before I did.
On the
Yeah.
title before you, bro. I'm the OG right here.
Put some respect on my name.
Like now what you're doing, like clothes, is that right?
Yeah.
So it's like, is that PATRIE?
PATRIE, yeah. PATRIE is like, it's a brand that we've been working on for like more or less like 2 years, and it's just an idea that's been twisting around, and you know, like to a point that now we just decided to make just a brand out of it with my business partner, PREW, which is a tattoo artist from France.
Are you guys designing it all yourselves? Are you using other
so
people?
He all
or-
started with this jacket. So one of my old flymates, she's a tailor in Savile Row. I don't know if you heard about Savile Row.
Yeah.
It's like where they made the best suits in UK, you know. So,
Oh, wow.
In London, so it's super high class. And she had this really nice jacket. It was a bit long and with this kind of like, I don't even know what to call it. You
Like
know,
lapel?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I really liked it, and because all I'm wearing is pretty much cropped, you know, like always like that. And I cut my t-shirts and everything, like you probably said before.
Yeah.
And I really liked that on her, and I was like, do you want to make me one, you know? So took her a year to do it, and I gave her £100 for it. And I realized now that I make it, I'm actually cost to do it.
And that's why it took that long?
Yeah, to make £100. I was like, you work too much. But yeah, from these, we decided to like make some more.
Yeah.
And so we got like a capsule. It's not even a collection because it's going to be like quite small. It's about 10 garments, going from like Japanese denim to Irish linen. So we're gonna try to make something really intricate and quite nice to wear, you know. It's quite class. It's not a suit. I think it's more based into casual clothes from the 1930s to 1950s.
Yeah.
So it looks like a suit, but it's
kind of like a smart
baggy,
casual
you know, like comfortable clothes from the time. You know, kind of.
Yeah. Why did you choose like 30s to 50s era stuff? Is that to do with
Stuff
like
that
this
we
the
like
first?
and the universe that I've been creating and I've been working on since almost I started tattooing is the French prison universe.
Yeah.
My business partner is like one of the what do you say that, a pillar, you know, like is the guy that really does that well in France and I mean well known in the world, you know. So that's the universe we try to create, and the clothes have to kind of match, you know.
Of course, yeah.
So it's not going to be only French clothes, it's going to be like British and you know, kind of era. It could be like New York, like, you know, like gentlemen that you see back in the days. And yeah, we're going to try to just create this universe, and then people like the way we dress, you know, like all the clients, and the clients are kind of dressed like we do. So I think it's kind of a, you know, it's a universe, and we're just going to make everything around it, like events and everything.
So what actually sets the sort of French prison stuff aside from other tattoo styles? Is there something
how do you define it?
Yeah, is there something very specific, or is it just a type of imagery?
It's not like Russian prison tattoos where like you have to know the meaning of the tattoo. Like what you see in French prison tattoo or like British or anything is what you see, it is what it is. You know? If you see a naked woman, it's naked woman, you know, it's like, I think it's probably why the trend of the tattoos of nowadays, you know how it works, there's no more meanings. I mean, back then they had meaning because the meaning you see is what you see, you know?
Yeah, it's direct. It's not like the Russian stuff. It's all like symbolism, and you have to know what that
exactly, you know?
like that represents this person or this like.
Or like those terrible TV shows like Miami Ink, where it's like someone comes in and they're just like, oh, my grandfather's cat like died, and I want to like da 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 da, and it's like everything has to have some goddamn meaning.
My cat, like, still a cat if you want a cat, you know, like that's what French prison tattoo are. It's like, the cat which symbolizes a cat, or like, you know, this kind of flower that I draw there is called une pensée in French, which means it's a thought. It's the same words, and so you used to write the flower to my mum, so it's a thought to your mother, you know.
Right.
So it's like this kind of thing that people tattoo, and it says what it is, you know. Like you see like a pair of gloves, or like boxing gloves because the guy's a boxer, a flying dick because he's a sex addict, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, it's like what you see is what it is, you know.
So obviously your tattoo style is quite delicate. Is there a reason why you've sort of gone that way, other than the more sort of traditional heavy line?
You started off quite heavy, right?
Yeah, but I mean, as you know, I just learned how to draw. So like, the only, like, on the same time the tattooing, so like the only thing that for me, that people even ask me, is like, why do you choose this style? It's just, I didn't choose it, I'm just trying to learn how to draw, so.
You just learned how
I'm
to
just like, you know, pushing my knowledge. At some point I'm gonna go back to something like
So you weren't drawing prior to really tattooing?
No, so I bought this tattoo kit online because I was not making enough money to get tattooed, to like pay for tattoos, so I just bought like a kit on eBay to like tattoo myself, you know, and then, like my lines were not too bad at the time, and my friend was asking me for some stuff, and as I brought, I don't know how to draw, like, what are you asking me for? Like, you know, so I had to like learn how to draw at the same time, and so yeah, my style is just about me just learning how to shade and draw, and you know, I mean now it's kind of, I know what to do, but
so the reason you got into tattooing was because I wasn't paying you enough, really.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, when I really bought the first tattoo kit, it was like when I arrived in London, so it was like 7 years ago.
Oh wow, so you've actually been like playing around with it for a very long time.
But I stopped, I just did it for like 6 months, I think, for fun, and then at some point, just like, you know, it was like, I gave up on it. And then I think working with you guys, with like people with more tattoos, and then more in the industry, with Simon Earl and, you know, Colleen, you, like, I had many more tattoos than you, like big collector of Duncanic. So I think this kind of universe put me back into it in a way, I think, and being with like, I don't know, the job changed as well, so I think the surrounding put me back into it, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of, I suppose when we had our cafe as well, there's a lot of people in the tattoo industry that we're coming into that spot, I guess, as well.
Yeah, it's true at the time, you have to, because remember when I tried to look for an apprenticeship, Simon helped me quite a lot.
Yeah.
To do like, delete all my Instagram and all this. I was like, what are you talking about, man? It's my bread, but that's Simon helped me a lot with that, which was, like actually 4 years ago already, isn't it?
I'd forgotten that you worked at Ace Hotel, the cafe there, because you were Bristering for a little while then.
Yeah, because I left working with you, and then I worked at INSTA for like a year, I think, a year and a half. And then I went back.
That was a nice
Delph.
cafe, that one. It's
Yeah.
serving Square Mile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. I mean, the staff as well is super cool, and this kind of places are just interesting to work because like the staff is nice. All the clients were like like celebrities and all this kind of stuff. So it was nice. No one does like everyone's having a happy life. So
Yeah.
you don't have kids like in front of you.
Yeah, there's no drama.
Yeah, exactly. There's no drama. It's easy. Just serve coffee and you have the afternoon to yourself. So that definitely helped me too. Just that tattooing for sure.
And then obviously then you were working in I Will Kill Again for a little while as well in that cafe.
Oh, yeah,
that was a hot.
yeah.
You did that for a little. That's not a nice fucking
Man, and
machine
I
to
was
work
not in the
on,
right
right?
set of mind at the time as well, man. I remember that was the hardest. I think Talia really keep up with me, man, because like I remember like being so tired, like I have no sleep going to work and handing like the coffee handles and like almost like falling backward because I was sleeping. I was like, oh my god, there's so many sketches. It was so like, man, it was so stressful, like it's crazy.
And being like, I don't know, you were probably partying quite a bit at that point. It's not a nice machine to be on, that one. Like, because you can pretty much by yourself. You are by yourself.
Yeah.
There's no one
Yeah,
help.
yeah, there's no
And there's no room for anyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a horrible. I feel sorry for
I
anyone
quite
who
enjoyed
worked on
working
that.
on that machine.
Did you?
Yeah. I think it's like, for me, I assume that all the customers can see that I'm on my own and there's a queue at the door. I'm like, you can't get with me.
Yeah,
It's gonna come out as
yeah.
fast as it comes out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so grateful to do tattooing now. It's like, I remember like these hard times of like, like working for like £9 an hour and then just like being a slave pretty much. Like it was insane.
You were also involved in a skateboard brand, weren't you?
Yeah, for a little while. Memorial skateboard. Like we started there with like a couple of friends. Stopped quite quickly. But that's cool.
Yeah.
Like we made some balls. We had a team and everything. It was quite nice.
Because I always forget that that's like you were like quite professional in your approach to skateboarding as well.
Yeah, man, that's all my life, skateboarding. Like, it's quite funny that in this lockdown when I was in Zurich, like posting videos, and everyone, like, all my photos were like, whoa, you skate? I'm like, yeah, like, for me, it's like, of course, but
Yeah.
people don't see that side, which is quite interesting. But yeah, it's been all my life, skateboarding. Skateboarding is probably why, like, I think I work so hard, because I think every skateboarders, even if they don't have proper jobs, I think we know how to work hard, like being like committed to one job and do it properly. Because I think skateboarding is all about trials and working hard and like keep repeating the same process.
Yeah. Practice, just all
Practice,
the time.
like steady and then just like
We're talking about practice.
But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice?
And you couldn't speak English when you moved here as well.
I thought I could speak English. When I moved there, it took me like 3 months to find a job, and yeah, it's pretty hard. But I had a chat. I can remember my first interview after like a month and a half of looking for a job. My first interview, this guy was like, that. Okay, you're gonna have to sell me this pen. Send me this pen. I'm like,
He did that?
yeah. And I was like, F-. I was like, all right.
That's like the most.
It was horrible. And at the end, I could speak, but like really like broken English.
Yeah.
And at the end, it was like, I could take you because you were really funny, but like your English is the problem. And I was like, F-. So it
What
took
was
me
the job?
It's retail, like sales assistant.
Yeah.
So yeah, easy job. But yeah, man, like it was hard to find a job, like pretty hard. But I got it at the end, in a bar. That was a mess, man. Like working in a bar, you can't speak English, and you go to like this big English man being like, "Or a snake bite? Can I get a snake bite?" And I'm like, "What is a snake bite?" I don't even know if you know what a snake bite is, but yeah.
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
It's like cider, blackcurrant.
Yeah.
So kind of back on tattooing, because I'm guessing like maybe some of the people that follow you on Instagram might be watching this. If you were wanting to get into tattooing, do you have any advice for someone like that?
I want to start tattooing.
Yeah.
If you know already people in the industry, then definitely ask for advice,
Yeah.
So that might even help you, like Simon did with me a little bit. But yeah, I think it's just practice, and if you know how to draw, this is a big plus. I think you're gonna save yourself some time, because I had to learn how to draw, so that takes a little while, But yeah, if you just practice to draw, and then if you know tattoo artists, ask for advice. But on the same time, like now with YouTube, like you can learn everything,
YouTube's amazing
It's
for that.
amazing.
Isn't it?
It's
It's like
crazy.
everything is on there.
And what I was saying to a customer the other day, people get money at teaching you, so they're not gonna teach you well because they want you to subscribe, to like, and then share the videos. So like they teach you really properly to do anything on YouTube, like because that's the way they make money. It's like they're by teaching the right way, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to learn anything,
Maybe we should start telling people how to
roast coffee.
how to brew things.
Yeah.
Maybe we should make some brew guides.
Some YouTube money.
I don't think we're doing a very good job of it. I think what we might do as we go on is, especially once this room is a little bit better set up, start doing some slightly more in-depth ones and sort of maybe take things a little bit more seriously in regards to, like, I don't know, just look at that face. But you know, just for the people who are not entry level. Because I think that was sort of the main point of what we were doing, is just something nice and easy so that people could tune in and figure out something at a very nice and easy level.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to be able to show people, like, even how to roast. I think that'd be a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that brings us to, you've got a YouTube channel now, haven't you?
Yeah, I started that, but from watching you doing it, I was like, I should do it as well. Like, why not? You know, just like, super simple at the end. It's just like someone filming me and then just editing together and then put it on YouTube, which is I had quite good feedback so far. It's just people asking questions on how to do stuff, and I'm not talking yet. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I'm telling people to, like, if they have any questions, to comment on the channel and I can answer to them. Because I think every time I share videos on Instagram, people are always asking me, like, what voltage do I use, what needle do I use, what machine do I use. I'm just like, ask me on YouTube and I'll answer the question. And
Well, we'll definitely put a link in the description for Delph channel.
like and subscribe.
Well, I suppose on that note, well, thank you very much for coming down, man.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
Yeah, it's nice to see you.
Yeah, so like, obviously go and check out everything that, all the links down below. So wait for the train? No. So obviously go and check out all the links down below of all Delph stuff, all the stuff he's been up to.
Like and subscribe, don't forget that.
Make sure you head over and give him a subscribe. And make sure if you're watching this, you subscribe as well to this channel. Make sure you like as well.
Comment. Hit the little bell so you get notifications when we post something.
That's something else people say.
That's important.
But yeah, thank you very much. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.